Well, I am a king, but my kingdom is not of this world, is what Jesus said. If it were, my followers would fight for me to be king here, but my kingdom is not from here. And this guy said, this guy's done nothing wrong, but because everyone's chanting and shouting, crucify him, he had Jesus beaten for no crime. And they put a robe on him and a terrible crown of thorns to mock him, showing, oh, here's your king, and he was bleed. It made his head bleed. And they made him carry a cross up to a hill outside of town. He was so weak from the beatings that he could hardly carry the cross. And when he got to the hill, they nailed him to that cross. And they put a sign up there saying, oh, he's the king of the Jews. Here he is. You're going to call yourself the king of the Jews? Then this is what's going to happen. And they were making fun of him. And Jesus knew he had done nothing wrong. But he knew that we have done lots of things wrong. And he doesn't want us to die in our sins. So he gave himself up for us. He was crucified, put to death with some thieves, as though he had done what is wrong, when he never had. And he gave his life for us, and he died instead of us, and he was buried. See, he sacrificed. Let's think of all the things that Jesus sacrificed. While he was in heaven, being worshipped, he had everything he could ever want. He didn't have to suffer and die. He gave up his innocence. Peace, happiness, joy, he gave it up because he wants us to be forgiven. He took the punishment that our sins deserve. He took one for the team, didn't he? He did what no one else could. Do you know why? Because Jesus also said that 3 days later, he would rise again from the grave. And when some ladies went to go visit the tomb, they found it empty, and there was an angel there saying, hey, remember Jesus said, the Bible said, he is going to rise again from the grave. He's not going to stay dead. And so he said, go tell everybody. We'll read about that next week, tomorrow. But remember that Jesus gave it all, and we can give it all back to him. He deserves it all. So if you know you've sinned, tell him that. Turn from your sin, because he has paid for it on the cross. That's not the cross. That's the cross. He has paid for your sin on the cross. He suffered a great deal for you and me. But he had done nothing wrong, so he didn't stay dead. He's alive, and he invites us to turn to God.